afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our session on project management. I'd really like to take the opportunity to thank you for joining this session to find out a little bit more about our course. My name's Jane Molyneux, and as was mentioned, I'm one of the lecturers that delivers your course to you. I'm actually one of the lecturers that delivers the online course, so people will join me once a week for 12 weeks, normally on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and we go through the course material. Let me pop my presentation up for you. In the meantime, I'll give you a little bit of insight into the kinds of students that join our course and why you might find it useful. The course is a project management diploma, and we get an awful lot of students joining who've never done any project management before, but who feel that this is a way they want to progress their career and they want to move forward. Thank you, George. So we get a lot of students who want to do this. Project management, as you will know, is really somebody who helps an organisation or a group take something from an idea within their strategic objectives and actually makes it reality and delivers it in real time. We always work to a budget and we generally have a tight schedule. Your project manager has many skills and competencies, and through the course we explore all of those, looking at business and strategic skills, management skills, looking at project management technical skills, so how we actually do the nuts and bolts of project management, and also looking at leadership, another core competency of project management. Central to project management is communication, as we will spend 90% of our time communicating through this role. And so you'll find as a project manager, we're really good at juggling lots of people, juggling lots of skills and content, but always having an overarching view of what's going on, what we're trying to deliver and how we're trying to deliver it. And the course will prepare you for that. Thank you, George. So project management is a really great diploma to have, and we teach it in a very generic way. We're going to talk you through the methodologies, we're going to talk you through some of the tools and techniques that are used and get you familiar with the globally agreed language and terminology in project management. The tools, the skills that you'll learn during this course are transferable across a wide range of industries. So please don't feel, if you're particularly in one industry or another, that this won't be suitable for you. Indeed, many of our students come from a huge range from construction, hospitality, healthcare, public service, and lots of other commercial enterprises. We find often that project managers will start in an entry-level coordinator type role, and that then depends on the kind of organisation they have. But career progression can move through from coordinator to project manager, and then on to programme manager and portfolio manager. So, you know, there are lots of opportunities for career development. And we do see students and we do see people who come on this course actually quite rapidly then start to progress their career with their newfound qualification and confidence in their skills. And, you know, this career ladder can move all the way up to Director of Transformation. You can see on the slide there a bit of an average project manager salary in Ireland. As you can tell, I'm not based in Ireland and I'm not from there, but your average is around 70,000 euros. So, you know, again, this can be something that's very attractive in terms of diversifying your career and moving into a different area. We do get some students who join us because they're working in a coordinator role already. And if they consolidate their skills through qualification, they actually have the opportunity to move into project manager roles with an increase in salary and an increase in career opportunities. So it's not just new people new to the industry of project management, but also those with skills and experience who are really just trying to get that recognition of the skill set that they have so that they can progress also. Thanks, George. So a little bit about our course. As was mentioned before, the course is delivered in lots of different ways. So we do have on-demand courses, and if you join our on-demand course, you'll actually get used to me on many of the videos, taking you through the different sections. And it's great for allowing you to take things at your own pace. It breaks the course material into manageable chunks, and there are lots of additional materials and resources available to you so that you can reinforce your learning, so you can practice your learning, and then ultimately ending with that assessment. We also offer part-time courses. Again, we offer those online and face-to-face on campus. And really, something to take away from today is that very practical nature of the course. We often get feedback throughout the course that as students learn new skills, they'll actually start implementing them in the workplace the following week. And so we do see students very quickly start to use the skills and knowledge they're acquiring straight away without having to wait until completion of their course. Okay, George? And what will you learn in our course? And we kind of like to break this down. So in our first 3 units here, first 3 modules, you'll see that we're really talking about fundamentals, about the basics, that underpinning foundation knowledge. And this really helps us to set the scene. Why are we doing projects? What's the theory behind all of that? What's some of the context around projects? How do we do projects in the widest of senses? What kind of environment are we delivering projects, and how does that impact us as project managers and our role? And then we specifically take a whole session to really kind of unpick the role of the project manager. And this is really important because it helps us get to the heart of what we'll be expected to do and how we manage ourselves and our skills throughout the delivery of that role. As we then move forward from Unit 4 onwards, you'll start to see that here we're really dealing with the mechanics of project management, as I call them, the nuts and bolts of project management. So how we actually deliver different elements of a successful project. What you'll come to learn throughout the course, but then specifically revising Unit 11, is the integrated nature of project management and how all of those moving parts are linked together. And your lecturers will do that continuously as we take you through the material. We'll be weaving in overarching themes around communication, leadership, integration, so that as you progress through the materials, all of that knowledge will slot into place like a really great jigsaw. And at the end, you'll be in a position to have an overview of agile project management, which is something we see predominantly in the software industry, but we're seeing more and more of it outside of that industry. So we want to give you an overview of that and how you might see that, in a hybrid approach, and how that would impact you as a project manager. Overall, the course is very well-rounded. It's evidence-based, and we use the Project Management Institute Book of Knowledge as a really great source of course material, but also a supporting resource for you so that you can go to it and make sure you're consolidating your learning with whatever approach you prefer. Thanks, George. Oops. So you might want to ask then, that's what we're going to learn and that's how we're going to learn. But our colleague earlier mentioned assessment, a very practical assessment. For this course, we see you doing a 1-hour exam. So it's a multiple choice exam, 50 questions in 1 hour. Now, please don't pale at that, and think, oh my goodness, I've not done an exam in a long time. Your lecturers will work very hard continuously from week 1 to start preparing you for that assessment. It is really kind of very important to us because the way we help you prepare is through practical consolidation of knowledge. So we want you to kind of work really hard with us, but we will make sure we give you everything possible to get you through that exam. So it's nothing to worry about at all. You do your exam within 3 days of finishing your final class. So your lecturer will end making sure that when you leave, you're feeling confident and ready for that exam and fully prepared. Following that, 2 weeks later, we expect a submission. And during that submission, we will find that you'll be giving us a project management plan. And this will be a project management plan that will showcase your knowledge and understanding of the materials, but will also show how you can apply that to a real life project. Now, this can be something that you're doing currently in work. This can be something you've done previously and you want to apply your new knowledge to it. Or it might be something you're doing outside of the work environment. And we get a really wide range of topics and projects given to us, and it's a really interesting time for your lecturers to see the wide range of things that you're working with and what you're doing in work time and also out of work time too. We generally see this with a minimum of 3,000 words, and I would say that students have no problem meeting that word requirement, no problem. In fact, many students struggle to stay close to 3,000 words because once they get started, they'll find there's lots to talk about. So again, your project lecturers, your course lecturers will prepare you every step of the way. So we start talking about assessment in week 1, and we will support you and go through the assessment and expectations all the way through. So at no point will you feel that this is overwhelming or too much, and we ensure that we make this, as I said, as practically applicable as possible. Thanks, George. So if you're sat here on my little session and thinking, I'm not quite sure if it's for me, like I said, we get lots of different people coming on this course. We get people who have quite a diverse background, who may have worked in a project with a different project manager and might feel that project management actually is the direction they want to take their career. So they've never dealt with a project directly, but they want to kind of move forward. We also have individuals who've got some project management experience, and I'd say it's about a 50-50 split really. And so we get a lot of people who have delivered projects, maybe formally, maybe informally. We get people who are delivering projects as part of their role already, but who would like to consolidate that knowledge and who want to kind of check that their experience to date is in line with the methodology and the theory that they should be following to deliver effectively and efficiently and successfully. And so we encounter students from a huge range of careers and a huge range of experience. And you'll all be encouraged to support each other. Project managers are, I think, reputationally known as really helpful at sharing knowledge. And we will like to share knowledge and experience, and you'll find that our sessions are very interactive because of that. So please don't feel you'll miss out on that if you join us online. They're very lively sessions, they are very interactive, and you'll find yourself kind of being moved with the group into different discussions while we explore the tools and techniques that we're learning about each week. Thanks, George. So here we've just got a little bit of feedback from some of our colleagues who've been through the course, And this is, it's really lovely to hear. We ask for feedback at several points through your course, so right at the start, during about the midpoint, and then towards the end. And the feedback is really important for us. We teach the importance of feedback during the course. And for us, we kind of help to use it to continuously improve the quality, both of our delivery as lecturers, but also from a course content perspective also. Thanks, George. So here we've got several course options for you. And like I said, students will choose the option that fits best with them. So we kind of have the part-time live online. So you'll come in line with one of the lecturers. So there's myself and several other colleagues, and we all have a range of industry expertise and experience. Certainly I've been working within projects for, about 25 years now. In the healthcare sector, public sector, and commercially in the private sector. Those sessions are one evening a week, starting at 6:30 to 9:30, and there's the opportunity to catch up. If you miss a class, there's always the opportunity to catch up, and they're supported by lots of additional material and resources, and you will work with your lecturer in a really interactive way. We have the live online courses, so you can do those full time. So we have like a boot camp, and they run Monday to Friday, 9 till 4 p.m. They're quite intense, and we do find that people who are trying to consolidate their knowledge this works really well. It's a quick consolidation and through, and then you'll go through the same assessment process at the end. Our on-campus sessions, so you'll be face-to-face in the classroom with your group of lecturers. Sadly, I'm not one of those because I can't get over there for the evenings. But our our on-site face-to-face lecturers are great, again, with lots of experience and the same skill sets to take you through and guide you on your journey. And then we have our on-demand session. And these are very popular, these sessions, for students who can't commit always to one evening a week, but want to have some structure to their learning. This allows you to go through at your own pace. It allows you to do and redo sessions over and over again until you're comfortable. You still have access to the lecturers through a discussion forum. So there still is support available to you every step of the way. And throughout our on-demand sessions, we also hold some live sessions where you can join and your lecturer will chat through with any issues you're having with the course, if there are any particular areas that you need any additional help with. We talk through, and we have a dedicated session to the assessment process where we'll take you through some of that exam preparation and also preparation for your submission. So, regardless of which option you choose, the lecturer team is on hand to give you all of the dedicated support that you need. The material is there, and the additional resources are there to help you consolidate your learning and to make sure you've got opportunities to learn in very different ways. And as always, the team at UCD Professional Academy are there in the background. Should you have issues with the LMS, or you have some questions to ask about maybe how do I get my certificate, or when will I get my results, there's a frequently asked questions section that will be there as well. So it's really about getting what works for you. Thanks, George. So I think over to you now, George. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Emil. That was brilliant, Jane. So just a little bit of talk about our prices here within the Professional Academy. So regarding the courses themselves, we would only look for a 10% deposit for most of our courses. So the likes of our part-time courses, if you were to book a date within the future, we ask for 10% deposit, which is around 170, apologies. That's for also the bootcamp option as well. Regards to the payment, what we ask for as well with the balance is that 50% for the part-time, 50% of the fees are paid at the start of the course. Then the remaining 50% would be 30 days later. That's for part-time, morning, evening, and for the on-campus as well. For the bootcamp option, we ask for a 10% deposit as well, and then the full payment to be made, because that content is covered really quickly during that week as well. So course fees must be paid by then. The on-demand option is a little bit more lenient with the way we do it. So regarding that course, we would give you, as soon as you enroll, 50% of the content already. So it's broken into two main payments. It's 50% as basically the first initial payment, and then 30 days later is the remaining 50% of those fees, which will give you access to the remaining 6 modules as well. Now, for all of the courses, you're free to pay in full. There is a discount code we have at the moment as well, which we would give for obviously you guys attending the open day. So the special offer there for ourselves is a 15% code, and that's the code there on the screen. If you have a pen and paper handy to take it down, 15% off the courses. And that's it, guys. We go through a couple of questions and answers in terms of the content or scheduling or even the payment.
Yeah,
Sorry,
please
can you
feel
put that
free.
code up again, please?
Sorry?
Sorry, just put that code up again, please.
Yeah, no problem at all. 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, guys, so any questions on regarding the content, schedule, pricing?
What is the price of the course? What's the cost?
So normally all of our courses for the part-time option would be 1,700. So with the discount there, you have the 15% off that. Now there is a discount going at the moment for our on options, which is kind of running for the month of September. So normally those courses are 1,500, but we did a promotion for the month of September. It was extended there from August. So there's 500 euros off those courses at the moment. Very rarely the college will run a kind of an early bird initiative, which is 10% off the fees, but that's kind of a promotion just to get the last of our enrollments in. But obviously, which is attending the course today or attending the open day today, the 15% can be applied. Now, it's still the same. You don't need to pay full fees in order for you to get that discount. You can pay 10% for a course that's within the future, still receive the discount, and have the same structure of the payment. So you don't have to pay anything until the start of the course. You'll pay 50% of your fees, and then the remaining 50% then would be 30 days later.
So if I have a course I want to take the start of October, I can still get the 15% off.
Exactly. So if you pay your 10% deposit, and you'll see when you go to the checkout, it will either say pay in full or pay 10% deposit. And then just above that, where you click onto the card of the course, it'll say add discount code. If you apply the discount code, it will take 15% off your full fees.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Any questions about the course material or how we deliver the
Yeah.
course?
Yes, there is a question. Could you please tell me if there is any special software required for this course?
Absolutely not. No. And in fact, when we go through the course, we will discuss project management software, but we also discuss the option of doing the activities with pen and paper. They can be done very simply, basically pen and paper, or on Microsoft Office Suite, or if you have access to project management software, then we would encourage you to use that, particularly for your submission, but you don't need it to complete the course at all.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Maggie, do you have a question?
Hi, sorry. I just see some other courses like this QQI affiliated. Is there a difference with this one and another professional diploma that does have QQI accredited?
Sorry, yeah. So just regarding the QQI, so our courses would be professional diplomas. They're more professional than academic, so they're for work-related reasons. So the reason being we were not on the NFQ is because we can run courses at a shorter duration. And then if, say for instance, if something within the workforce changes, within project management changes, we can implement that module straight away. Whereas with the QQI, it's between 3 to 5 years to introduce a new module. So um, the courses themselves were well recognized within Ireland. We've teamed up with a lot of companies such as Google, Meta, Facebook, Flutter that send their employees to ourselves. So even though you get the certification at the end and go to apply for those jobs, either the interviewer or someone within the company would more than likely have done our course as well.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
So the 12, those 12, there are 12 modules.
12 modules, yes.
Yeah. Are we gonna be doing all the 12 modules? Like, and they are doing exams on each, or it's just a combination of all in one?
So the end exam is based on 5 questions for the first 10 modules. So integration is built in there. So we actually discuss integration very early on. So there are some questions maybe on integration within the exam, but it's 5 questions per module. We have special quizzes, preparation quizzes at the end of each module to help you prepare for the exam. And as I said, your lecturers will work really hard with you to make sure that you're practicing some of these questions so that you get familiar with the style and the technique and you feel really prepared when you come to sit the exam.
Thank you. And one last question is that I saw the leadership, is it leadership and management? And I saw it as a module in here.
Yes, so we do use leadership as part of the role of the project manager. Leadership is one of the core competencies. It's part of the PMI competency triangle. So we do discuss leadership in detail during the course, but obviously not in as much detail as you get to explore within a leadership and management course. So it is covered. We do cover it continuously throughout the training because it's a core competency, but it's not specifically going to give you a qualification around leadership and management.
Okay, thank you.
We do get students who do this course and then go on to do that course as well.
Yeah.
And you might not get my beautiful accent to deal with. You might get one of our lovely other lecturers who have a much nicer accent than I.
Thank you. I can hear you very well.
Oh, good. But it's really good. Any session that you do face to face, online, and as I said, even the on-demand sessions where you will interact a lot more with the materials, but there still is the opportunity to interact with your lecturer on a regular basis and actually other colleagues doing the course at the same time through those sessions where you can come and join. You don't have to, so if it falls at a time when it's not convenient, you don't have to, but there is a support system out there for you. So you're never just left to do the course on your own in an online environment.
More questions, guys? I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. But look, if you still have like any additional questions that you think about, obviously when the open day ends, feel free to get in touch with us. I'm one of the education consultants here, so happy to help out any inquiries regarding the assessment, structure of the course, and payment plans as well.
And I look forward to hopefully seeing you again on one of the courses. And if I don't get the privilege of teaching you, then I hope you'll work with one of my colleagues and you're well looked after and you have a really great experience with us here at the Professional Academy. Thank you very much for your attention and thank you for your questions this afternoon. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.